So if you recall, we had a clearance issue when we put this up underneath the truck, right? Because this motor was hitting the bottom of the floor. So what we need to do is reclock this, and I'm going to take this apart, and I'll get back to this in a minute, but we have just the product to fix this. So.
You know, what's going to happen is he's going to drill out some holes to reclock it and reset it, but now he's got holes he has to fill.
Yep.
Well, an easy way to do that is by using JB Weld's Steel Stick. It's a steel-reinforced epoxy putty, and it's really fun to work with for one, actually, and it works really well. It's super strong, so all you do is you cut off a size of a piece that you want to use from the epoxy little tube here. It almost looks like you're playing with like a Tootsie Roll, right?
It does.
And then all you have to do is you start mixing it around. So you just knead it around in your fingers, and what it'll do is it'll turn to one solid color. So you've got the mix right there. Well, by kneading it back and forth, it'll turn to an even gray, and then you know you're able to apply it. So by simply taking a little bit of this and plugging it inside the hole, in about 5 minutes, it'll cure. In about 60 minutes, it'll fully harden set. And you can drill through it, you can tap it, you can grind it, you can paint it, you can pretty much do anything. And for a small job like this, it's great, but for big jobs as well.
That's good, too. If you're working over your head, you know, you might not want to use the liquid, right? Because then that'll drip, and this will stay up there. So here's the deal with this. If you take a look, you can see these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in here. And that's so that, you know, you can clock these according to whatever manufacturer. So these were all on 4. You can kind of see where all these little, like those were in there, right? So we pulled those out of there. And let me get this out of here. Basically, you pull this off, and you can kind of see, if you look through that, where the holes are drilled. So what we want to do is move it over a couple notches. We were on the 4s, right? Let me line that back up. And we don't want to do that. So we're gonna back it up like 1, 2. So let's just see if that works, right? And so when we put this back on, and now when we mount that, that'll be facing back. We could even go back one more if we wanted to. So I'm gonna finish this up nice and easy. I'm gonna plug these 5 holes. We'll drill out the number 1s. That way we can clock this thing. We won't have any more clearance issues, and everything should be fine. But right now we need to go to break, so we're going to do that. And when we get back, we'll just keep on working.